Cześć, witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku na moim kanale, w kolejnym odcinku z Dziedzictwa Hogwartu. I tak, w poprzednim odcinku, jeśli się nie mylę, byliśmy w myślociewni jakiejś, nie pamiętam jakiej, chwila. Ale zobaczyliśmy tam wspomnienie, jak jakaś dziewczyna spotkała się z chyba nauczycielami Hogwartu, mi się wydaje. I ona ponoć chyba może też widzieć ślady starożytnej magii, tak jak my. Tak, coś takiego było. I musimy na pewno zrobić jakieś jeszcze misje. Spotkać się z Nati, to zaraz. Idziemy na zajęcia z zielarstwa. Prosto. No ogólnie to tak, a właśnie, może zmienię wygląd postaci. Gdzie jest... O, inwentarz. Nie ten inwentarz. Kolekcje? Wyposażenie? O, wyposażenie. Dzisiaj będziemy stricte slytherinowo. Jeśli nam się uda. Okulary zostawimy. Jezus Maria, mój telefon. Czapeczki nie dajemy. Okej. Okej. I like it for now. Dobra. Widzisz, G. Dzisiaj będziemy stricte na Slytherin. No i co? No i biegniemy na zielarstwo. Właśnie może pozbieramy jakieś... Jezus Maria. Ktoś ciągle do mnie pisze. O, super. Zapominam jak się gra. Trochę. Bo cały czas klikam ten przycisk, żeby użyć trybu przetrwania jak w Tomb Raiderze. Ale tam. Teraz się przyzwyczaję, muszę klikać lewą strzałkę. Co to tu jest? Nie, to liście.
Revelio.
Revelio. Wygląda jak miejsce, gdzie może być kartka. O! Dobra. Drzewo w szklarni. Super! Wow!
Is she growing Punger's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How
Taka miła.
thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
The hell? Reparo! Użyłem lewej gałki, a nie prawej. Dobra, wyszło na to samo.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our
Revelio.
next task, we'll be
We have a little
planting
problem.
Disney's our potting tables.
Because
I need to have a brief word with our new student.
she's so cute that she makes me nervous.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knock.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Ta jest przy pani.
See how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion.
Okay.
I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you.
Classmate,
Come back and
classmate,
see me
dobra,
when
myślałem,
you're
że
finished.
housemate.
Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okej. Cześć kolega. Kurwa, rudy jesteś. Spierdalaj.
I'm Leander. I'll be
Nie obchodzi mnie, co ty gadasz, rudzielcu.
Excuse me.
Liście malwy.
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good.
Dobra, zamknij się,
But
rudzielcu.
you outright slaughtered him. It was
Bez
brilliant.
obrazy do rudzielców z mojej szkoły.
Thank
Here
you.
we are. Home of the Chinese.
Styl.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Jak się używa L1? O. Nie. L1.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their
Okej.
hands on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking
To
daffodils in
wszystko?
tatters.
Już przestaniesz gadać?
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Użygam się. Kurwa, rudzielec się znalazł.
And with that
Dzień dobry, przy
helpful
pani.
reminder as to why we should
Dzień dobry.
always...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Okej, jak z tym czymś?
Those mandrakes are really relishing their
Dobra,
new
później to
pods.
przyjdę.
Only cost me my
Someone's texting me. O, pomyślimy. Kurde. Dobra. Nowa misja Kurwa, roż dupę. Nowa misja dostępna. Zajęcia z eliksirów. Albo spotkaj się z Nati. Dobra. Weźmiemy tu. Ale zobaczymy jeszcze wyzwania. Coś tu mamy? Nie. Coś tu mamy? Czekaj. Bo... O! To chciałem właśnie. Tu. Bardes ptasi. Malwa. Kolekcja. A, kolekcję zobaczę później. Dobra. Udaje się... Weź udział w lekcji eliksirów. Dobrze. Idziemy teraz na lekcję eliksirów. Niesamowite. Bieganie po zamku to jest coś, czego bardzo nie lubię. Powinienem mieć słuchawki jak gram. Jestem ciekawa, czy w ogóle mogę to zrobić. Misja.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Miszu, miszu. Miszu, 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 miszu.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Dobra.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Co to gada? Gdzie ty jesteś? Da. Tak?
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on
Nie
Sharp's
ufaj
bad
rudym.
side.
Nie
You
ufaj
won't.
rudym.
Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Ej, mam
Very
pomysł.
well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Po prostu do niego nie pójdę chyba pójść. Ja coś się nie da.
Remember, precision.
Futro wilka. Notatka służbowa.
Revelio.
Jaja. Nie dam ci tego. Muszę? Kurwa.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Jedno złoto.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Kurwa!
Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Spierdalaj, rucielcu.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
30 sekund, dobra.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Oh! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor again. Mr.
A, jak dobrze, że nie
Weasley
jestem
did
w
not do
Gryffindorze.
this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Hello.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry.
Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking
Jaki
responsibility
friend?
for one's
Rudy
actions
jest.
does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess
you.
I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend
jest.
that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay. Gracias.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
My robes
Nic
are going to
dziwne.
reek from Gareth's inspiration.
Dobra, moment. Muszę się dowiedzieć, gdzie mamy iść. O? Aż tam? Damn. No dobra. Tutaj się tepnę.
Revelio.
Dobra, I guess idziemy do Nati. Trochę będziemy iść. Możecie sobie ten moment skipnąć. Bo będę pewnie biegać i nic nie robić. I pewnie nawet nie będę się odzywać. Więc se skipnijcie.
Revelio.
Okay. Interesting.
Revelio.
Wydawało mi się, że to była skrzynka. No dobra, idziemy dalej.
This looks intriguing.
What looks intriguing? Man, there is nothing around us, bro. Someone keeps texting me, bro. Leave me alone, bro.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Okej, to tyle.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
Mamy tu jakieś skrzyneczki. Aha.
What's going on here?
Okay.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far. They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student! You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Ej, poczekaj, bo ja piłem... Musiałem się napić, poczekaj. Dobra, sorry.
Stupid one. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Stupid one.
Ja chcę użyć incendio. O. What the hell are you?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Dobra. Kobieto, zamknij mordę.
We can hold them off!
Stupid. I'm not going anywhere with you. Expelliarmus.
You take this student off the fight!
Accio. Incendio.
You made a good...
Potato.
You can't hold out forever. Novice.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio.
You good, bro? You good?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
You good? Hello?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous.
Priya?
Best get moving on my research before they return.
Kim jest
You
Priya?
mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued
Gay.
my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Gay.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Archaeologist? Sounds like Lara Croft.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Jestem ślizgonem.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Dobra.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my...
Revelio. This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted.
Incendio.
I am curious about these... But it's beard!
The flames make the fire sink.
How beautiful!
Merlin's beard! What the fuck?
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research.
Okay.
My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Imagine. Gdyby tak wyglądało pakowanie się, nie wiem, na obóz. Misja dostępna. Nie? The fuck? Dobra, wyposażenie. Co nam doszło? Coś na szyję nam doszło. Okej. Inwentarz. Notatka służbowa z ministerstwa. Wyzwania. Walka. Pokonaj czarnoksiężników. Wyzwania pojedynku. Eksploracja. Rozwiąż łamigłówki Merlina. Kolekcje. Zwiadowca popiołków. Pojedynkowiczka popiołków. Kurwa. Te nazwy, kto je wymyślił? Jaja popiołk. Nice balls. Jutro wilka. The Big Bad Wolf. Sorry. Dobra, czy coś jeszcze tu mamy? Czy nam przyjdzie jeszcze jakaś misja? Powinna chyba.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Dobra. Coś jeszcze? Chcecie mi powiedzieć? Nie? Dobra. Myślę tak że to będzie koniec dzisiejszego odcinka. Taki, wydaje mi się, że nawet krótszy niż zazwyczaj. O, tam zostanę ładne miejsce. Kurwa, nie zabij się. Staniemy się na kamyczku. Dobra. W takim razie dziękuję wam wszystkim za oglądanie kolejnego odcinka z serii Dziedzictwo Hogwartu. No i co? Do zobaczenia w następnych odcinkach. Pa, pa!